Hi, my name is David Napier and I'm a business development manager at EG. We are a software delivery company based in Ipswich. We leverage our partnership with Microsoft to provide data services, automation, bespoke software solutions, as well as being a trusted advisor to point you in the right direction. Following on from our tech trends for 2021, we are taking a slightly more in-depth look into 4 of the topics covered, focusing on the Microsoft technology that empowers it. Chris Pont, our CEO, covered IoT. Tim Nash has covered artificial intelligence and machine learning. And we have Paul Henwood of Microsoft covering data services. In this mini web series, I will be covering automation and it will be focused on Microsoft's Power Automate. So the agenda. What is automation? Microsoft Power Automate. Then we'll cover the RPA element. Then hopefully we'll go through a live demo. Then we'll look at some case studies, how other SMEs are using the software, how automation can be used in SMEs. Will automation replace jobs? And then finally the pricing. So what is automation? Automation describes a wide range of technologies which reduce human intervention in processes. Human intervention is reduced by predetermining decision criteria, sub-process relationships, and related actions, embodying those predeterminations in machines. So what does that mean in the terms of Power Automate? How does Microsoft describe it? Microsoft describes Power Automate. So Power Automate is a service that helps you create automated workflows between your favorite apps and services to synchronize files, get notifications, collect data, and more. So what this all means is that you're having the machine do some of the grunt work and mimic repetitive tasks. So automation, Microsoft Power Automate. A bit of a background on Power Automate. In 2019, Microsoft Flow was rebranded as Power Automate, and robotic process automation, or RPA for short, was added to create an end-to-end automation platform. Roll forward to 2020 and Microsoft acquired the RPA provider Softomotive, allowing them to add the low-code desktop authoring abilities to their Power Automate platform. So Power Automate is a low to no code end-to-end platform for automating manual business processes. It has 275 connectors. So what is a connector? Connector is a proxy or wrapper around an API that allows the underlying services to talk to Power Automate. It includes standard connectors such as Office 365, Twitter, Google Calendar, and premium connectors such as Dynamics 365, Adobe PDF, Eventbrite, and many more. So you can connect to more than 100 standard services from Microsoft and third parties, as mentioned, such as Office 365, Twitter, SharePoint, OneDrive, Dropbox, SQL Server, and more. You can also connect to the premium services such as Salesforce and Common Data Service, which has now been renamed to Dataverse. So owing to the low-code functionality of Power Automate, is relatively easy to get to grips with. And according to Microsoft, they have 2 distinct target audiences. So the first target audience is line of business, so citizen integrators in enterprise organizations who partner with IT to move responsibility for business solutions closer to the business itself. And number 2 is IT decision makers who want to empower line of business partners to create their own solutions. So IT professionals and integration specialists can focus their expertise on more advanced integration tools such as Azure Logic apps. So previously I mentioned the Power Automate has added RPA. So what is RPA? RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation and is a form of business process automation technology based on metaphorical software robots or an artificial intelligence / digital worker. Think of it as a software program mimicking humans' actions on a computer. So you'll see two different types of RPA, attended and unattended. The main difference between attended and unattended is that attended RPA is typically targeted at front office activities where the end-to-end process can be fully automated and can't be fully automated and requires a human helping hand. Unattended RPA executes tasks and interacts with application without human involvement and can be triggered by such events such as email or a schedule such as run this flow at 6 p.m. every Monday, which is nicely summarized in the image on screen. So how does this enhance Power Automate? With the addition of RPA, Power Automate helps organizations to automate their legacy apps and manual processes through UI-based automation. This could involve picking up and shifting data from one legacy system to another, thus taking away data duplication and the possibility of human error. Okay, so here we have a short video. So I wanted to show you the Power Automate Flow Builder site, which can be found at flow.microsoft.com. As you can see, there are 3 ways to make a flow. You can start with blank using any of the following options: automated cloud flow, instant cloud flow, scheduled cloud flow, desktop flow, or business process flow. You can also use a flow using the numerous templates available, such as save a message to OneNote, schedule a meeting with message sender, create a work item from a message, notify a team when an alert is triggered in a Power BI. And thirdly, you can create a flow starting with one of the numerous connectors that Microsoft offer on this platform. To show you a simple flow, I'll use the Instant Cloud Flow Creator. You can use one of these triggers to kickstart your flow. For this example, I am going to go with the manually trigger a flow. When you hit create, you come into this screen. So I can choose from a variety of actions on new step. And in this case, I want to gather information from MSN weather. So I want to get the weather forecast for today. And here I can use dynamic content creator, expressions, or type in my location, which is Ipswich. I can also choose the units of measure I prefer. And save that. Now I have the flow gathering me that information. I need it sent to me as an email. So I click new step and I'll click on the Microsoft 365 connector and I will click on send and email. Okay, it's throwing up an error as I've not signed into Outlook. But in true Blue Peter fashion, I have one I made earlier. So when I click on my flows, I can see all the flows I've created. And if I click into the one I made earlier, you can see the creation date, the connectors it's using, and the run history of the flow. So when I click on run, it will send me an email. And this is the email it sent me. So I used the dynamic content to extract the information in the title and a mixture of type and dynamic content for the body of the email. As you can see, a really simple example that took less than 3 minutes to create. Okay, now we are going to dive into how Power Platform, Power Automate can be used in SMEs. So let's look at a specific problem faced by the medium-sized Italian bank Illimity. Their employees are offered a discount for loans, but the application and approvals process was slow and inefficient. This is where Power Automate comes into its element, as it has allowed them to simplify, streamline, and automate the process, saving 15 hours a month and seamlessly handling 15 requests a month. So not all changes need to be big changes, but 15 hours a month saved sure adds up over the year. The next case study we're looking at is another success story at a small scale, is from a company called SweetHub. This SME is based in the UK and has 11 to 49 staff members, so on the small side of an SME. SweetHub wanted to increase the efficiency of their booking system. To do this, they utilised the Power Automate app. With low code and connections into Dynamics 365, they were able to increase the overall efficiency of their booking process by more than 60%. And on top of that, saw a 30% boost in booking conversions, which is a remarkable return. So how can automation be used in SMEs? We've given 2 examples of how real-world applications have been used. And here we've just listed a couple of business case uses for Power Automate. So we've got holiday requests, document approvals, create support tickets, add leads to Dynamics, save email attachments to OneDrive, and sentiment analysis on tweets and send results to Power BI. So these are just a few examples of quick flows that can be created within the platform. It's a good idea to first find out where the business value can be gained and what business processing can benefit from being automated, either via a business analyst or a consultant like EG. So one of the biggest fears within automation is, will automation replace jobs? So this is most certainly a yes and no answer. Much the same as the Industrial Revolution took jobs, it also created new jobs. Personally, I see automation as a way of completing menial tasks, enabling the worker to work smarter, faster, and provide a better work-life balance. So it will not compete with humans' most valuable traits. There is no chance in the near future that machines will ever be able to challenge humans in creative, empathetic, or adaptability skill sets. Even the most advanced AI machinery at the moment is still running in narrow traits and is not going to challenge the general AI probably this century. So pricing, you want to get started. What are the pricing requirements for Power Automate? So the pricing for Power Automate is shown here on this infographic. So it's £11.30 per month, per user per month. If you wanted to add attended RPA onto it, it is £30.20 per month, per user per month. Or if you would prefer to license the number of flows instead of users, these plans start at £377 a month. These prices include connecting to your data, storing and managing your data, as well as use of Dataverse, which was formerly, as we covered earlier, called Common Data Service. You also have the ability to include add-ons onto Power Automate. So you have the options to select add-ons like AI Builder, and AI Builder offers a good selection of AI technologies to utilize, including pre-built options such as business card reader, entity extraction, key phrase extraction, language detection, sentiment analysis, and tech recognition. You can find more about what these individual AI Builder technologies do on the Microsoft website. You can also have custom AI models that you can build and train yourself, including form processing, object detection, and prediction models. Another add-on is unattended RPA, and it costs £100 and £113.10 per bot per month. You can see all the pricing and learn more on the Microsoft website, or feel free to send me a message. So that concludes our deeper dive into Power Automate. Thanks for myself and EG. I hope that you found this automation and mini-series webinar useful. Any further questions, feel free to get in touch via the email sales@eg.com or on the phone 01473 558 748. Alternatively, you can find and message myself, David Napier, on LinkedIn, or you can find our company page, EG, where we share a lot of tech trends and valuable information on what's happening in the tech world. Thanks very much and enjoy the rest of your day.